Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Breakdown. I'm your host tonight again, and I'm joined by someone that isn't Mike. Surprise, a fucking surprise. I'm joined by the one and only Britballin Tubes. How's it going, my man?
Being better, but always happy to be here.
Yeah, we'll explain that in a second why you've been better. Don't worry, we'll talk about that in a bit. We've had someone come in straight away with any youth stuff or QB rankings today. Basically, week 5 is when we're going to do all of that. So we'll get all of them up and running. We will post up some of the results from the juniors this week. We've had Dan with an oi oi. I love the old oi oi. But no, I mean, we're going to go straight into it this week. We've got minors in the house as well, coming in on the YouTube. I love it. Nice to have the B minors in with tonight. I love it. They hate when I say that. I think it's a joke. They're gonna hate us. I don't care. We've got evening guys, evening Callum from lovely little Scunthorpe Alpha picture there. Well done. So we're gonna go straight into it tonight because we want to be away quick. Really don't we? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Mike's not here. He's stitched it up. Said he's not well, by the way, for anyone that's tuning in to see the beautiful Manchester Bee himself. He's not here. So I did say I'll post up some of the junior results. So I'll post it up. Okay, there you go. Sheffield Giants 14, Nottingham Caesars 14, Solent Seahawks 6, Kent Exiles 47, Gateshead Senators 42, Edinburgh Napier Knights 2. But we're not going to discuss them tonight. We're going to wait till next week. But there's the results for you. We're getting the comments covered in now. So we've got, where is Jerry Spice? Okay, so Jerry Spice will be here when Mike comes back. Okay, I promise. Okay, I promise you that. What day is it? Well, it's Tuesday, yes?
Yep.
Yeah, Tuesday, the whole bank holiday thing. Mike pulled a fast one, had family stuff yesterday, and I think he's ate something a bit dodgy, and then, yeah, he's feeling a bit sick. Coming out both ends, apparently. Picture that.
Not anymore.
There he is, the Banshee. Oh, Paul Haswell coming in calling you a Banshee. I hope that's not me.
I don't know if it's me or not. Like, he's never called it before, but it.
Never mind. Cheers, Paul. Thanks for watching. Yeah. International stroke global CFL draft tonight. Yes, it is. With a few UK prospects going there, hopefully. We'll see what happens later tonight. But we're going to go straight in. Dave 2 results.
Yep.
I'm struggling to do comments and results and everything else at the same time. We've got the Jock Tubes, you very sexy man.
No,
well done. And we've got Big Thad coming in with the evening, gents. Good evening, Thad. So to the result, those noises I heard coming out of Tubes on Sunday, mate. Yes, yeah, that is a Banshee. Yes, I get it now.
Wasn't good.
No, I'll explain that in a second. So, Division 2 results. First one up, the game that we were both there. You played in.
Yep.
I stood and watched and got to criticise everything, which was quite fun. Gateshead Senators 41, DC Presidents 0. What's your thoughts on the game? Obviously, don't go in depth on what your side of things straight away.
Right.
Because I'll explain what happened to you in a second in the whole Banshee thing.
Fair. It's a fun one to be able to say. Obviously, when you walk away with a duck egg, you get with DC and then scoring 41 points, you've got to walk away happy. I think it's still a lot to work on. Second game of the season's obviously still kicking off some rust. Just gotta keep it rolling. Really, 6 more games to go in the season. We'll just keep it up. I thought it was as the zero suggests, good performance from the day. A couple of defensive touchdowns from Darren Mould as well, who was on his birthday as well, scoring twice on defense. You've got to love it, really. I thought it was from that side impressive. A few big chunk plays as well, get scores on offense. be able to get the ball moving. It's just take whatever momentum we've got, roll it into Darlow 2 weeks' time, and then build from there.
I know what they're like at the senior team, and you've got to be like still impartial. I know that you're here not as part of the adult team right now. You here is Britballin Tubes, but for me, I know I'll get criticised for saying that anyways, but it was horrific, man. Like DC could not move the ball. Like they didn't move the ball. It was a shocking display on offense. Like their defense is actually decent. Like I'm not going to say that it's not, because it is. They've got some legit ballers part of that team, but that offense was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I think, and I'm happy to be correct on it. I think we got 1 first down. I'd like to put as much of it on us as we can. They did make it easier for us than we needed it to be. Sorry, than it could have been. Sorry, but like I said, on the defense, we've got a couple of really good players in there.
Yeah, I mean, I said this maybe last week or a couple of weeks ago. They've got a lineman playing quarterback.
Yeah,
it limits you so much. Like if he's just going to stand there in the pocket and try and pass the ball, he's not mobile enough. If I'm completely honest, like. Yeah. I want to see more from DC. I think they've got their defense is very solid. I know saying they're solid when they've conceded 41 points is a bit of a thing, but they are a decent defense. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of them. It's just it was not great by the offense, if I'm completely honest.
No.
You've got Jordan Mannion of Darlington team 6 games. You're right there, mate. And then the eyes, yeah, we know. It's just change. You need a QB, DC. I'm sorry, that's what you need. That's as far as I'm going to go with it.
I thought they had a good running back, a lad who plays number 2. I thought he was good. Maybe a good athlete.
Quick, very quick.
We've got its potential. It's I know it's what second full season. Playing proper potential. It's just more way to build on, and keep building on it, keep getting players in, and you'll quickly start seeing that the nils will stop coming and those scorelines will get a lot closer. Yeah.
Next up, you've got everyone's here to tune in, watching, ready for this. Lee Miners 25, Staffordshire Surge 25. That's a shock result there. I don't care. I don't care who says it. That is a shock result, and very well done to Lee Miners. I had their defensive captain messaging yesterday. He was wanting the show yesterday. I'm sorry, guys. We couldn't do it yesterday. That's a great result for Lee Miners. That shows to me that they are here not just to take part. They are here to actually improve week in, week out, get better, and become a legit football team. So, props to Lee Miners on that one.
I say it's only 3-team division over there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a small division, but that's it. 25 all against Surge, a very well-run outfit. Great result.
Really good result, that.
Great result. I wish I had stats to tell everyone, like some of the scorers and things. There we go. I am the captain. You meant to put now at the end of that. We are here to stay. I love it. Well done.
Yeah.
For me, that's a great result. Well done, guys. Next up, Norwich Devils 35, Colchester Gladiators 26. What's your thoughts on this one?
I'll be honest, with them being down south, I don't know huge amounts about both teams, but right until again, close game. It looks like it was. They're the games I like playing in, the close games. Like you can say that I can imagine that was fun to watch. Obviously, less so for Colchester and Norwich, but it's a good game going in there. I mean, I don't know how much of a shock that is, or if it is one. But I'd say it's a great result again for Norwich. As any win is and should be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm big on Norwich, by the way. I am really big on Norwich Devils, but I was also quite big on Colchester, so I think that's a hell of a result, if I'm honest. Colchester always have like a very big physical team, and Norwich have clearly dealt with that quite well. If that's obviously still the case, with it being so far south, it's hard to keep up, if I'm honest. But no, I think Norwich. I'm big on Norwich. I have been for the last couple of seasons. It's a great result. Next one up, Northants Knights 26, Hereford Stampede 20. I think Knights are playoff contenders this year, by the way.
I was going to say that. I like Northants. They're one of those, for whatever reason, they're one of those teams that seems to come up with my Instagram Explore page quite a bit, so I have a bit of a snoop about. And I'm a fan of Northants this year. I think we're going to do really well.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the whole program at Northants, if I'm honest, as I am with the Alphas as well. I think the two teams that have come in and done very, very good football. Someone said it's the biggest shocker of the week. Is that the Colchester result, or do we think, is he talking about the Northants? I don't think either of those results are shockers, if I'm honest. I think, yeah, closer than expected.
Yeah.
It is closer than expected, but they've got the job done. They've got to win. I think it might affect them in the rankings a little bit, if I'm honest, when we come to do that later on, because that's closer than what I would have expected. But, yeah, it's still a good result. It's still a good result.
It depends on when the scores came in as well. Is it with it being closer? Was it Northants come from behind, or was it Hereford getting scores at the end?
People are saying Northants, it should have been a bigger result. Yeah, I get that. I think Hereford had a really small squad too. Yeah, lots of weather around that can level a playing field. That's true. That is true. Which we're going to get over here, unfortunately. Yeah. We're gonna get those lovely bits of weather that chip in every now and again, ruin what beautiful football we like to try and play. Somerset Wyverns 16, Cornwall Monarchs. I still almost say Sharks every time. 6. I think that's an expected result.
Yeah, the area.
Yeah, I mean, I do know the Southwest quite well, but I think that game could go either way, if I'm honest. I wouldn't be surprised if the next time they play, Cornwall win. But I like what Somerset are doing down there again. That's another program that I'm liking the look of, if I'm completely honest. Got some more comments coming in. The Devils game was fun. Should have been a bigger result. Yeah, it's come from where they play. That's fair. 0-0 in the second half. Well, it just shows that it was a tight game, really, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? I like it. I like Northants. I do agree it should have been bigger.
Yeah, going in, I would have thought it would have been a more comprehensive win.
Well, I mean, we'll discuss that later on when it comes to the power rankings, which is going to be fucking fun this week, by the way. We've got Southeast Squadron 0, East Kent Mavericks 20. I know very little about these two teams, but I know Mike is like a big fan of the Mavericks for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know much.
I know nothing. I'm not even lying. Zero zilch about these two teams, and I'm gonna try and learn more, I suppose, but they're not very interactive with you. Well, I mean, we'll try.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We're going to move over to Division 1 results where there was some huge one. The Somerset game is where Aaron was referring to 0-0 at the half. Right, that makes it even closer. That's brilliant. Division 1 was some big ones, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There were some very good results that's going to really shake up the power rankings this week. First one we're going to talk about, Lancashire Wolverines 20, Yorkshire Rams 90.
Yeah.
90.
Aye. That's wild, to be honest. I've not seen a score as big as that since,
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It has been a while since we've seen scores of that. And you know what it is, right? A few weeks ago, we had the Wolverines chatting shit. They were massively we should be high in the rankings and all that sort of stuff. And I said to them at the time, your offense is scoring points like they have against the Rams. Got 20 points. That's not a bad feat. I told them at the time the defense was going to let them down when they play the bigger boys.
That's,
90 points, mate.
but the Rams they've got previous on it. They're ramping up this year as
Yeah,
well. We've got into the 70s, got in the 80s. It wouldn't surprise me genuinely this year, but if the Rams score over 100 this year.
Yeah, I don't think it'll.
We'll do it.
Again, like people coming out saying with a running clock, 90 is very, very impressive. I don't understand how 20 to 90 is possible with a running clock. It's crazy. How about Yorkshire Rams? Oh, I took your comment off. Yes, that's who we're talking about. So yeah, that's a massive score, and I think that'll affect our power rankings a lot. By the way,
Yeah.
But Wolverines, I told you that defense, you need to fix it. But that's not great.
Yeah.
Missing the big Ollie hammer apparently there. I don't know what I've just done to my screen, but I've just took everything off my screen for somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've just done. But everything's just disappeared off the screen. Oh, great. Right, I've got something back.
So if I can keep the Rams on for a sec, just to, because I've seen it picked out a couple of times as Tyler Broad getting a perfect hat trick as well. Offense, defense, teams touchdowns.
Oh, I don't know what that noise was. Did you just get a notification?
That was me. Sorry, I'm trying to sell some e-tickets.
Your item has just been sold. So Tyler Broad is picking up scores on offense, defense, and special teams. And this is something I will say. With a squad of the size that the Rams have got, like there's been talks of like 80 players, 90 players. There's like talks of a lot of players there at the Rams.
Yeah.
Why is Tyler Broad playing 3 ways?
If you're that good, keep him on the pitch.
I like that. There we go. Done. I'm all for that, by the way. Best player plays. There you go, done. I'm happy with that. Good answer. Some comments coming in again. If it lets us click on them. I don't know what's going on. Tyler Broad, the GOAT. It's just the comments are coming in very quick. I'm sorry. What is going on? Good fast-paced offense for the Wolverines. Div 1 seems to be either all or nothing, either close games or absolute blowouts. Yeah, like we talked about this a few weeks ago, where the Division 1 seems to be the cream at the top, and the rest are basically not as good. Like it's basically Prem standard or not. Like I think they need to make a Prem bigger.
It'd be interesting to see how much, or if anyone on the Div 1 teams can give me this answer of how much of people, for there to be that difference now, how much has the COVID season affected it, and people have just gone, oh, I'm going to go play, top Div 1 or Prem teams, or they've gone, and the teams who are now bottom of Div 1 who are closer have lost those players, or how much has it affected it that way?
Yeah. Tony's come in. Run clock is only run when 35-point difference. If they kept it within that for a while, it may not have been a full running clock. They could have been jumped in and out. So, yeah, it is a 35-point difference, you're right. But also, that only starts in the second half.
Yeah.
So, you could be up 60 points in the first half, and the second half's only running clock. So, it's one of those fun little situations. Some recruiting going on. Tyler Broad looked good in blue. Oh, dear. Oh, tried for years. He's Rams through and through. That's great. That's from like the number 1 recruiter of the Titans as well. The Sam Bloomfield. I love it. Close games and blowouts. What's the other option? No, I think what he's meaning, what I was referring to as well, is that there is very evenly matched teams that can give each other a really good game, and the rest of them seem to blow out everyone. So, like the likes of Vikings, East Kilbride, and Rams, and Falcons, and Chester are just too good for Division 1, I think.
Yeah.
And I was thinking the same for Nottingham for a little while, but maybe not so. I still think they are too good for Division 1, if I'm honest. Next up, Inverclyde Goliaths 14, East Kilbride 46.
I thought this would have been more.
So did I.
I really
So
thought.
did I think that might affect our rankings a little bit. I know East Kilbride tied with Vikings in a game that I think they pretty much controlled as well. But that's not a great score. So I don't know what's happened there.
Well, not when I've seen the scores up the Vikings.
I'm sorry. I say it's not a great score. That's still what we class as a blowout score.
Yeah.
But allowing 2 scores from that offense is crazy.
I think it's just because other teams have put more on them as well.
Yeah.
Or that's why I was expecting more, especially after EKP went out and beat the Vikings last week.
But they didn't. They tied.
Was it timed?
Oh, no, they won. No, they won. They won.
Last-
East Kilbride beat field goal last minute. I was fucking there. How would I forget that? Smaller teams can only get better by playing teams. That's how you learn.
Yep.
They agreed, but still, like, I think there's teams that shouldn't be in Division 1. I think that COVID year has fucked everything.
Yeah.
If I'm completely honest. By the way, if you're watching and you're new to the show, we're not PG. I'm sorry, that's what all the time. I don't care. Leicester Falcons 49, Chester Romans 34.
I thought it's about as tight as I thought it was going to be, but I thought there would have been less scores in it.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. You think there wouldn't have been as many offensive scores as what there is. Yeah, I get that. I think, the score's probably about right.
Yeah.
That score either way, realistically, probably about right. Like, Chester were up at one point and Falcons went big up, and then Chester came back again late. It was one of them where it's a good game.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to Chester. I love it.
Yeah, Jonathan's just said Leicester were up big at one point, if I remember right. That's right. So I think Chester went up big, or went up, and then Leicester went up huge, and then Chester came back. So it's good football, man.
Yeah. It's one of those. I know that you've only got to play with them, but it would have been interesting to see if there was more time on it to see how the game would have kept flowing, if it would have kept flowing as it was, or.
I think they've got to play each other again, mate. So we'll get to see it again.
Yeah. I think it's another one to definitely pick out next time they're playing.
Yeah. Bournemouth Bobcats 9. Hertfordshire Cheetahs 14. What's your thoughts?
I thought Hertfordshire would win. I didn't know by how many, if I'm being honest, but I thought the score would have been higher than 14-9. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I don't know enough other than looking back at results and saying, come from the show. I don't know enough about the two teams to be able to say, but I thought there would have been more scores. But sounds like a good game for defenses.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bournemouth are a good team as well. Hertfordshire are a good team. I think it's a fair score.
Yeah.
Again, wouldn't be surprised if it was the other way around.
Yeah.
It's one of those results, and I always get shit off the Cheetahs, by the way, when I say that. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it's the other way around.
I'll have you back. I reckon I would have picked Hertfordshire over Bournemouth.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But yeah.
So we've had a comment come in, but right, I will touch on this comment quickly, right, just because. So, what do we think of the NFL Academy move? So, for you guys that don't know, NFL Academy are moving operations up to Loughborough, and I think it is a great move for NFL Academy. If I'm honest, I think it's a very smart move.
Yeah.
Better facilities, housing situation. I think reading into it, it looks better. It's whether those big London boys will go with them. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those. It comes down to costs for kids. And at the minute, they've got a lot of guys that are from London, and I hope they can all afford to go there. It's one of them things. Like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't. So, Loughborough's it's fairly central as well still, so hopefully shouldn't be too tricky to get up and down to, and so I mean hopefully we all go,
Yeah, but great facilities wise and things, absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant. Someone's put similar move to Pride to get more regular games. I don't know if it's to get games. I think it's more facilities, if I'm honest. Unless I'm just looking into things wrong. Maybe they'll put something more out and let me know. But it's a good move facilities wise. Whatever happens.
Yeah, definitely.
He's heading to the facility Saturday for a scouting day. You'll enjoy it. Loughborough is a lovely place. It's absolutely wonderful. Next up, because that's all I'm saying on that in a minute until we get more information. Rushmore Knights 52, Portsmouth Dreadnoughts 17. What?
I might be totally wrong on this, but I thought that was going to be closer.
Did you really? After Portsmouth taking a year out?
I like Portsmouth.
I know most people do, to be honest. They're like, everyone's kind of like a little underdog team. But Rushmore looking more like the Farnham of old, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? I know people will understand what I mean by that.
Yeah.
But they're looking good. Rushmore's looking really good.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. Like, I'm kind of like old and set in my ways, do you know what I mean? I kind of like that Rushmore back of Farnham of old sort of thing. So I think it's a good result. And I kind of expected that, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's a dominant result going into it as well.
Yeah, very dominant. Cambridgeshire Cats 56, Sussex Thunder 0.
Yeah, that's a statement result for Cambridgeshire there.
Yeah, but Sussex had 2 teams last year. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I know one folded and there was a lot of controversy about it. But what's happened to Sussex, man? Like, they were like a baller team. They were one of the first teams putting like good highlight packages and things out. And what has happened? Like, that's a great result for Cambridgeshire Cats. Shocking result for Sussex.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say on that, if I'm honest. The last result in Division 1, Wembley Stallions 20, Essex Spartans 0. Comfortable win.
Yeah.
Comfortable win by Wembley. I'm surprised Essex didn't get on the board, if I'm honest. But to me, that just shows that Wembley's defence is actually legit.
Yeah.
Which we've spoke about it in the past, where I don't think they've let any points in, if I'm honest. Like,
I don't think so. I really like Wembley this year.
I wouldn't mind someone just checking for us if you want to put that in. I just don't think they've actually let any points whatsoever in. But it's one of them.
Yeah.
Next up, the main deal. So, there is some strange results in this that I think is going to affect the power rankings for the Prem a lot. Okay?
Yep.
So I'm going to start from I'm just going to mix up the order. So I'm going to go over everyone's, but I'm just not going to say it the way it's coming up on the screen.
All right, cool.
Because I want to wait. Okay. London O's 6, Solent Thrashers 42. That's crazy.
Yeah.
For me, London O's have gone downhill massively. Or Solent and the rest of the teams in that division have got a lot better. And I think it's more likely Solent have gone down. Grant, my man, love it. Thank you very much. Yes, Wembley have not allowed a point to be scored on them as of yet.
Good stuff.
The O's only.
Yeah.
What do we think? Like, in the comments, let me know. Have the O's gotten worse, or has everyone else got better, or is it kind of both? Like, I'm dying to know. Like, what is it that's happened there?
Scotland suggests both, surely. Like, it's a little bit of both, surely.
It could be. It could be. But I don't know. I just don't know what's happened to them. Like, as usual in London, players will move and just probably end up with the Warriors anyways.
Yeah.
But we'll get to their result in a second. But I don't know. I'm not happy with that. But Solent, very good result for them.
Yeah.
Very, very good result. Next up, London Blitz 7, London Warriors 44. Now, looking at the Instagram feeds and all that sort of stuff that was going on about this game, I'm pretty sure it was 7-0 to Blitz at half time or something. Like,
wow,
that is. If I'm right, if I'm reading it right, I'm sure it was 7-0 to Blitz at half time, and London Warriors woke up and went, actually, we need to beat Blitz. We're rivals with this team, and then came out with 44 unanswered points in the second half.
I feel I said it before, like that scoreline is so much bigger. The difference is so much bigger than I was expecting. I think there's no argument possibly that, except if you're the Warriors, anyone was expecting, to be honest.
I think we were kind of expecting that sort of scoreline, but I didn't expect Blitz to be up 7-0 at half time. Like that, for Blitz to be up 7-0 at half time and then lose 44-7.
Something's fell off a cliff there.
Yeah, definitely. But which is crazy in itself.
Yeah.
For Warriors, another dominant performance in beating their rival team in the Blitz. Like, fair play to them. Next one I want to talk about is Bristol Aztecs 46, Kent Exiles 0. Statement.
Yeah.
Statement game.
100%.
Bristol, Kent have done bits so far this season. They've done really well this season, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then Bristol have come and just go, well, we're putting 46 on you. And then Bristol, after having a close-ish game with the Warriors I think it was last week or the week before.
Yeah.
That's a great result for Bristol. That shows Bristol are legit, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And if I'm honest, I think that division now is basically, I think it'll go Warriors, Bristol. If I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to agree.
I think that division is Warriors then Bristol.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. That's a cracking result. And I know it's at Bristol, so it's still a trek for Kent, but that's next level.
Yeah. We'll put a challenge out. Back it up and do it and swap it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll do it again. If I'm honest, like I really do. Next up, the next result that we're going to talk about is the comments are going to probably go a bit crazy now when I go over this one. It always happens. Every time I mention these two teams, this happens. Sheffield Giants 7, Manchester Titans 49. Now, should we just wait a second for someone to comment something?
I was going to say we'll give it a minute.
Yeah, I mean they're like a little delayed behind us, so like we could either give it a minute or we'll just. I mean, it's one of them, isn't it? There we go. There we go. I mean, it's happened. Right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's that's a good result, right? But I'm gonna put this out there, right? Titans would have been going into that game looking for a shutout, okay, and they didn't get it.
Yep.
Okay. Titans would have also been looking in that game for a burger.
Yep.
And they didn't get it. Okay. Why? Is my question to the Titans.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened. And I'm not going to make too much of a big deal out of it because it's still a massive result, obviously. Okay, so don't go off on one with us because I'm not criticizing. But I still think Titans could have had a shutout and could have got a burger if they're as good as what they say they are.
Fair.
That's just my opinion. But fair play to Sheffield for not allowing that to happen.
Yeah.
Another thing I do want to bring up from that game.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the whole serious talk time now. Okay. And I don't think people are going to like this. Yeah, Sheffield are always good defensively, and GB, QB connected with their GB wide receivers. Yeah, I like it. Someone's put in Sheffield will fight. I like it.
Yep.
There is one thing I want to bring up that puts a little blemish on that game, if I'm honest, right? And I've only heard it from one side of the story. But a player from Manchester Titans was, let's say, having a go at a ball boy or a chain crew member.
Yeah.
Turns out that chain crew member is a junior player for the Sheffield Giants. From what I hear, the guy was like criticizing the things he was wearing, having a pop at him for different little things. And from what I heard, the kid in question just stopped doing it. He was like, well, I'm not doing it. If they're just going to give us a load of shit, I'm just not doing it anymore. So stopped. Now, I'm not really like big on calling people out on things, right? Unless it's like crazy. But for me, criticizing a junior player that's fucking helping with a game is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not.
Sam's come in saying, a ball boy insulted our player repeatedly, insulted him back. It's a non-story. And I get that, Sam, right? I completely get that. If the kid has said something first or said anything, fair enough.
Yep.
But please remember, it's a kid. Speak to the referee. Please just speak to the referee and just say, listen, this kid's chirping up.
Yep.
I would just, honestly, please, do not criticize and have a pop at people that are helping the game, especially the future of it. Especially the future of our game. Because everyone here watching it now, realistically, watching this show, in 10 years will probably not even be part of the bloody sport anymore.
Yeah.
That kid might be. Do you know what I mean? So please, just be the bigger person. I don't care if he's having a pop. Just say to the ref, listen, he's having a pop. Can we either swap him out for someone else on the other sideline, just switch him sideline, or we're going to end up chirping back? The referee will deal with it. Please, just fix it. For the love of God, man. Having a pop at a kid.
Yeah, it's you've got to let the official sort it at that point. Just I know during the game, tensions are high, intensity's always up there. Just got to cooler heads need to prevail at that point.
This comment coming, Titans have never been big on discipline. That's not true. That's really not true. Because I've been to see the Titans. I've been there to see It's one of the fuck off, Grant. You know my thoughts on this. Well, I've seen they're a quality organization. Do you know what I mean? And yes, if the kid's done something, fair enough, but just please try and get the ref to deal with it. That's me quote. Try and get the ref to deal with it. Or just fucking, you've got yards and yards of room, just move away from the ball, boy. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, just got to let cooler heads prevail at that point.
And I get it. Easy to assume, a bit of banter, one coming back, no swearing, and the kid didn't like it. I get that. I get it completely. But you all know, and I'm going to say this, right? The day and age we live in now, right? Me and you, Parry, for example, our banter is completely different to what the kids are bantering like now.
Oh, God, 100%.
Completely. Just put it this way. Think about it. Anyone here, I'm going to go to a fucking Xbox reference here. None of these kids these days could withstand a Modern Warfare 2 Search and Destroy lobby chat. None of them. None of them now. None of them. Right? So just give them a break, man. Like, come on.
Nah, just like I said.
There, Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, there we go, see. See, kids could last the Modern Warfare 2 lobby, there we go. See, we all get it. Honestly, I don't hate the Titans. I'm big on the Titans. Everyone, I think most of you already know that I'm big on the Titans. Like, one war for two lobbies will get you pulled up in war crimes these days. It's true. Like, I think when you're dealing with some of the best players, the play with swag and ego, little stories, kid walked away Manchester, should have just seen him after and said sorry to him. Yeah, easy as that. Easy as that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of them. Like, Manchester to me, Manchester Titans, right, is to me like is what I'm trying to get my academies to be like. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've got every aspect of football in the country. They pride themselves on being the best. Do you know what I mean? Like, this kid is one of them that needs to be like, listen, Manchester's the best. Like, this is what it is. Just, I think I know you understand what I'm saying. I know that it probably wasn't massive, but still, just remember it's a kid. That's the end of it for me. That's it. That's the end of it. Like, it's not a story, is what I'm saying. It's like, it's not.
It's one of those.
Please just just keep it like legit. Come on. Could you release a statement where you actually say you need to be better, but don't actually apologize? What? Could you could release a statement where you say you need to do better, but don't actually apologize? No, mate, we apologize. We're not good enough. If we need to apologize, we'll apologize. Like, if you think that abuse is bad, you should try blocking a medic in car park. Right?
Yeah, that was before the game.
Is that because your car was there?
Has he blocked the medic in from the juniors game?
It'd be alright.
Aye.
Never mind. Next result. Okay. By the way, Manchester, that is a good result, right?
Yeah.
So, next result, I think we're up to Edinburgh Wolves 71. Sandwell Steelers 0. What we're thinking?
I don't think Scotland's like that should happen in the Prem.
I don't either.
Personally, I don't know what the teams are like. Like you said, it could have been an off day for Sandwell, but if we could have lost players through like the COVID years. I genuinely don't know what the teams look like, but Scotland's like that shouldn't be happening in the Prem.
Wolves had 4 O-linemen out with COVID.
Yeah, it's not good. Great result for Wolves. Before saying anything bad on Sandwell, that's a hell of a result for Edinburgh.
Wolves are legit, aren't they? Like, you've got to think they're legit.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think Wolves are legit.
Yeah.
I think it's. I can't wait to see Manchester Titans versus Edinburgh Wolves. I can't wait for that game.
It's gonna be a fun one. That.
It's one of them. Like, I think Wolves are legit. Like, very, very legit. So I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah, definitely.
I've just broke my screen again. I don't know why I keep doing this. Right, I fixed it. And the last result of the day, Merseyside Nighthawks 2, Tamworth Phoenix 21. Now, for me, after the result Merseyside have already had, I think that's a shocking result for Tamworth.
Yeah, it's a lot lower scoring than I thought it was going to be, and a lot tighter than I thought it was going to be. I know I've just said that the Edinburgh Sandwell game should, the Scotland shouldn't be that, in the Premier shouldn't be that different, but that's not that. To me, I thought would have been more for Tamworth.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if it was an off day. You start resting players or rotating around. Yeah, it's more than I thought it was going to be.
I hope people are saying Sandwell shouldn't be in the Prem, by the way. I'm just getting this out. I've chatted with Sandwell guys after our game week 1. They're not in a great place, but the boys want the Prem, so fair play to them for not backing up. That's going to help them when they go back down to Division 1, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Tamworth, that's a rough score. Yeah, Wolves 2, Tamworth 3. We'll get to that. Merseyside had to star running back, a left tackle back who's a baller. I didn't get. Yeah. I just honestly, don't think that's a good result for Tamworth. I'm sorry. I expected better.
Yeah. Look, we still came away for win, so the record's
The
still.
left tackle's a running back. Their LT is the running back. Their running back is called LT. Come on. I've got my coaching head on. What the fuck is going on? I read that was left tackle. I was like, what the fuck is he on about? Right. I'm so sorry. LT. Well done, LT. Get up the LT. Well, you know what it is? We've had LT. I've called LT left tackle. I thought I've been calling. I'm going on Warzone after this. I don't care what anyone says. Right. If anyone wants to invite a Warzone after this game, just give us a shout. I'm going to share my screen in a second.
Cool.
And we're going to do the Division 2 power rankings straight after I've hit that. There we go.
Yeah.
So, share screen, hopefully. You'll have to tell us if this works, by the way, because sometimes it doesn't want to work.
Right.
And I'm going to take us off the screen while it's on as well, just because no one wants to look at us anyways.
Yeah. There we go.
I should be able to take us off the screen. There we go. We should be off.
Yes.
Right. So, Division 2.
Yeah.
We've had some results this week.
Yes.
Can you see any results that's going to affect our power rankings there?
I mean, for me, I guess it should be number 1, but that's a very biased view of as always.
That is very, very biased, and I'm not accepting that just yet.
No.
Right, we'll go through them.
Yeah.
We'll go through. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Northants Knights, they played a game.
Yeah.
What was their result?
The won 26-20 against Hereford.
Against Hereford Stampede.
Yeah.
Who are not in the top 10.
No.
Okay, so we don't have Hereford in the top 10. So does that mean only winning by that score they have to come down?
I find it. I think it would be harsh for them to come down,
Right.
just because the three teams directly below them didn't play.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So if we then ignore the next 3 below them,
yeah,
okay, because they didn't play for now, and we go straight on to Norwich Devils, what was their result?
Norwich won 35-26 against Colchester.
Right, now does that result deserve to take them up above Highland? So for me right now, right, I'm going to be honest with you.
I was going to say, yeah, I think Norwich can move up, because I think, like I said, because I was expecting a bit tighter, and I think that's a good result for Norwich.
I don't think anyone can go into number 1. I don't think anyone can go into number 2. I don't think anyone can go into number 3.
No.
I think Norwich can go into 4.
Yeah.
I think Gateshead stay at 6, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah.
Which of the two top 10 don't make the playoffs? Of BAFA mid-season changes have made it an 18 national playoffs. Oh, right. So you've got to talk about division winners and things then, haven't you? So are these two are in different divisions, aren't they?
I think so.
Yes,
Norwich,
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I think realistically,
I think the only one that might be in the same division is either it's Somerset against one of the
Somerset and Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the case. But by the way, after Somerset's result with Cornwall, they're moving down this week.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great result.
No.
So I would even go maybe that for now. Does anyone's result deserve to bring them in? Do the Miners come in after drawing with Surge? I don't. DC definitely not.
No.
Colchester lost. Swindon, no. Hereford, no. no. Squadron, no. East Kent Mavericks, no. Kings, no. Mustangs, no.
Mustangs didn't play. Humber didn't play.
No. Surge, no. Raiders, Lightning,
Didn't play.
Ipswich.
No.
I still think it's unfair. I'm still doing that. Torbay, definitely not. Miners, no, unfortunately. Cornwall, no. Crew, no. Ouse Valley, no. So I think that's the top 10.
Yeah.
Northant's already beat Hereford 39-6 in week 1. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that's why they're not in. But what do we think? I think I'm happy with just that, you know.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that at the moment.
I don't think it changes too much. I think Gateshead staying at 6.
Yeah.
And Norwich moving up to 4. Does anyone in the comments disagree so far? Tell us if you do. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I am at the moment, yeah.
I'm happy with that. I'm going to go with that now. I'm saving it. It's getting locked in. And then we'll move on to Division 1 in a second. Oh, Christ. What have I done? I've knocked it again. Please wait. I was generated. Oh, fuck you.
And all the times you had to go at me for technical issues when I used to come on for a question.
Yeah, but that was different. You know what it is? If I just press back, and I know it'll reset, but I'll just fix it after the show. That makes sense, doesn't it? We'll do it that way.
Right.
I don't care. There we go. Shit. I pressed the wrong button. I'm not good at this tech stuff. This is why Mike does the tech stuff. Like, fuck's sake, Mike. Faking the ill and that at home.
No.
I hope he's shitting razor blades. Right. Let's try the next one. Right. Division 1. Which should be friggin' great.
Oh, yes.
Right. Are we gone full screen? Is it sharing? I think it's still loading.
Yeah, I'm on now.
Right, we're on full screen. Here's the one everyone wants.
Yes.
So let's have a look what people are seeing here. Gator player side. Yeah, we're not talking about them. Blackhawks would have moved up reps had it been away. Yeah, but they weren't, so we can't talk about that. Right. Yes, I think everyone's got an opinion here on Yorkshire Rams. And I said this a while ago. I don't know about putting them at 1. I don't think we can put them at 1. Okay, because Leicester have just beat the number 2 team that we've got in there.
Yeah.
Right. So I think Leicester stay at 1. Wembley, I think, needs to go higher.
Yeah.
I think East Kilbride are going to fall because
I'd agree.
They let the Inverclyde Goliath score a couple. Now, I think Farnham, as much as they had a big result, I don't think it was as big. So I think realistically, I think we're talking here.
Yeah.
Now, I know people are going off on one now in the chat. Like, Rams got to really won, scored more points than Lancashire. Even the Titans, yes, that's true. Best PPG in all of Britball for the Rams. Would love to see the Rams versus the Falcons in the playoffs. Hopefully it happens.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's fine, don't worry. I think Falcons are 1. Right?
I think Rams have got to be 2.
Do you really?
I do.
Okay,
I think.
then.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that then. So we'll go Rams 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I still think Chester at 3.
Right.
Because I think that was close.
Yeah.
Or do I move Wembley up? Or Farnham?
See, this is where it's tricky because I think it would be unfair for Chester to fall down from 2 to 5 after one loss.
I don't think it is.
No.
I think now we've got to decide Wembley or Farnham to be it's 3 and 4. Wembley have not conceded a point. Their defense is legit. I'm going to go with that.
Yep.
Someone said Falcons, EKP, Rams until we've played EKP, so I agree with that. Yeah, I get that, right? I know that he's all wanting a big on the whole EKP thing, right? But this changes every week. So we're just going to have it then. I'm happy with that top. I'm happy with this. I'm happy. I don't like that. I don't really like having Vikings at 7. I think having Vikings at 7 is crazy.
Yeah, I think.
But East Kilbride beat them, so I've got to have them there.
Yeah, they can't be higher than EKP just because of results.
Yeah.
It's.
And then it's the last 3.
I think it's one of. I think if I'm being honest, Div 1's probably the hardest one to do.
100%.
Because there's so many teams, like we said before, there's so many that are now so good that you just every time you look at it, you're looking at it again, going, "Oh well, these could be higher than these," and we've got to look at it at a point in time, and at the end of week 4, you've got to look at records going into it as well. I think, but by saying that, EKP and Chester need to swap for if I'm using that logic.
Yeah, I know. Grant's got a good point. I don't think Wembley fares so well against some of those northern teams. That's definitely the weakest of the 4 Division 1 conferences. And I think so also, right? But they have not conceded a point. Like, it might be the weakest division, but they've just not conceded a point.
Yeah.
So I can't really, disagree with them there. East Kilbride need to be higher, right? I'm big on East Kilbride, right?
Yep.
I get that. I rate East Kilbride. They just beat Vikings.
Yeah.
But that result wasn't so great. Russell saying Cats need to go up to 7. Cambridge Cats. What was the Cambridge Cats result this week?
Cambridge beat Sussex 56-0.
I'll tell you what we're going to have, right? Look, here's what we're going to go. Because I don't think the top 10 realistically changes, right?
No.
I don't think anyone new comes into that top 10. Let's have a look. Shropshire, no. Halton, no. Thunder, no. Oxford, no. No. Inverclyde, no. Blitz, no. No. Right, so I think this is our top 10, right? Here's what we're going to go with, right? So we've got number 1 and 2 in place.
Yep.
Right? East Kilbride haven't lost a game, right? They've not. But I only dropped them down, Chris, because Inverclyde managed to score 2 touchdowns on them, right? So, and I know what you're going to say, that could be fluke or whatever. We've beat some of them. I know they would, Mark. I know East Kilbride and Vikings would beat most of them.
Yeah.
But I just can't say that, right? Everyone criticizes us for being all northern and stuff, right? I think we've got to have Wembley at 3. Right? Undefeated.
Yep.
Not conceded a point.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. That speaks for itself.
So undefeated, not conceded a point. Wembley. And I know North is best, yes. Wembley 3 with no points conceded. You win every game, you don't concede. Yeah. Hashtag fuck the South. Get up, Mark. So Wembley 3, I'm happy with that. Right, so then for me, okay, Chester, even though they've lost, East Kilbride, okay, Farnham, okay. I can't put Vikings in there. I'll be there. I can't really put Chester in there because they've lost.
Yeah.
So if we're going on that, it's them two, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so which one goes above?
I'd still be inclined to go EKP.
Really?
I think so, just because I think that win against the Vikings puts them above just for me for the minute.
But what about Chester? Because then we're dropping Chester down from 2 to 6. Yeah, I know, Chris. Yeah, but they lost against Leicester, who are 1.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's harsh because Leicester are 1. But
yes, Chris. Vikings lost to East Kilbride 13-10 with a last-minute field goal on the 24th of April.
Yeah,
it's mad how I know that, isn't it? Just because it was my birthday and that, you know. So 6, right? If you're happy with Leicester 1, Rams 2, Wembley 3, East Kilbride 4, Farnham 5. When do we put Chester in there? When do we put Vikings in there?
Can we have an equal 6?
No, I'm not putting no equal 6. To be honest, I think Vikings will beat Chester.
Yeah, I think that's my answer then. Vikings and Chester.
Yeah, but so Vikings lost by
3, wasn't it?
Yeah, they do. Rams are 0-23 against East Kilbride. Rams be 2 up in Glasgow and Lancashire. But both these teams. Well, I mean this the nicest possible way, Jason Shaw. Did you see the results?
Yeah.
I think we've got to still have Chester in there, mate. Like, honestly, for me, right, it's out of these 3 there. And people are going to give us the whole northern shite again, right? And I just don't care.
Yeah.
So wait, what's this? So the Rams are on 20. Respect to both these teams beyond me and recent Vikings have been better than the Rams. We've got to prove before we can be anywhere near the top 3. So Jason Shaw, the head coach of the Rams, does not want to be that high by the looks of things.
Right.
Now, well, Jason, your boys at Rams scouted that East Kilbride Vikings game.
Yep.
And I know that you did because they were wearing Rams tops. So you tell me, where can you put it? If it's tight, can you go on losses? Yeah, I think I've got to go on losses.
Yeah, I think we have to.
I think yeah. Jason wants to earn that spot. I get that, Jason. Jason, you have earned that spot. Look at those 2 fucking results you just had. I'm not saying it might change over the time, but I love it. Like, come on.
Yeah. Sitting at the end of this week, I think they are, based on results and scorelines, they are the second. They are the number 2 in the power rankings.
I know he's saying he wants to just go and beat them and then go above them, and I get that, right? And Jason, I've got massive respect for that. I do. But I think he's earned the 2 spot. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, I honestly think he's earned the 2 spot.
Yep.
See, so Stevens even said, yeah, we did. Mate, I'm keeping you at 2. I'm sorry. You can play the underdog card as much as you want. I'm keeping you at 2. I can't help it.
Yeah, I thought that was probably, for me, one of the easier decisions to come into it.
It's the next ones that we've got to have issues with.
Yeah.
So we've got Rushmore 3-0, Cheetahs are 2-0. Vikings and Chester have lost, okay?
Yeah.
So even if we just go on that alone, right?
Yeah.
As much as we're saying wins and stuff. He scouted the Vikings and East Kilbride game, got a parking ticket for you trip. Mate, don't park on that road. It's by the airport. Come on, mate. Of course you're going to get a ticket if you park on the fucking main road by the airport. You're playing that. That's your own fault. Right. I'm sorry. It is. Right. I'm going to go with, which I'm going to get hate for,
Yeah.
Because these have both lost,
Yeah.
I think they've got to go down. Okay. Cheetahs are undefeated. What was the Cambridgeshire Cats score this week?
56-0 against Sussex.
And what are the previous results for Cats been? Are they Cats undefeated?
Give me a second, I'll have a look.
Who was the best draft player in that clubhouse? Mate. I thought I put you one if you got a good draft on top, like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where to go next, mate. Can I just do this by, you know what it is, right? Should I just do this by what I think it is and not by results?
Yeah.
Should we just do that?
Yeah.
Cats lost to Hornets in that opener, so then Hornets will be above.
Yep.
Right, I'm just going to do, you know what? Fuck this, right? Here's what I'm going to do. Right, I don't care. I'll piss people off, right? Let's do it. Should we go by, like, legit, what we think?
Yeah. Let's do it.
See, someone said good call, undefeated the Vikings, Chester, Cats, and Hornets. So I think, right, Vikings.
Yeah.
No, it's got to go with it. No, I've done that wrong. It's got to go that. I can't scroll down. Right. Cats, Hornets. But didn't Hornets, someone say that Hornets beat them?
Was it Hornets or Cheetahs? I can't get the Batha website to work.
You want to go on League Republic?
Nah.
I do love Britball, nothing like it. That's true. I'm so sorry. We're doing our best. I need to know. I think Cats lost to Hornets, didn't they, first game? Right, that's what we're going with. Sorry. I think that's what we go with. Cheetahs have to go down a bit. Why do Cheetahs have to go down? I can't put Cheetahs down because Vikings and Chester have lost. Cats lost to Hornets. Yeah, so Cats are below Hornets.
Yeah.
I know, I'm sorry, Prem players are like kicking off, just hoping Division 1 gets sorted. I think Vikings should be higher than where they are. I think Chester should be higher than where they are. But it'll play out over the season.
Yeah, it's just those one defeats that have got them where they are. I don't think they'll not be that low for much longer.
Nah, you're stringing this out a bit. Fucking hell, John. He's coming here giving me shit all the time. No, there, stop sharing. Right? You happy? Right, we're gonna go on to the Prem in a second.
Nice.
Right, so I've just got to set it all up. I think they will as well, but that'll happen then. Right, is this working? Let's have a look. To get another Prem, this is going to be fucking fun.
Oh yes.
Everyone's going to kick off. We're going to make this real quick as well, the Prem one. Like, we're just going to fly through. Just say, there you go, that's it done. We're going now. Ta-ra, don't kick off. Like, that's what it's going to be like. Nah, I think the Prem's hard as well, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Especially that we've put everyone in it now as well. Like, we were just doing like a top 5 or something. And then someone stupidly convinced us last week to do everyone. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So, Prem, don't kick off. Waiting for the internet to crash. I should do it, shouldn't I? Just turn it off. Right. London Warriors, number 1.
Yep.
Yes or no? Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Manchester Titans, number 2. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Tamworth Phoenix, number 3, yes or no?
No.
No. Bristol, number 3, yes or no?
I'm gonna. I don't know. I like Edinburgh, but
You like Edinburgh on that?
see where we are. I'm looking at records at the minute, but obviously a Sandwell result chucks a spanner in the works. I'm gonna go.
We've got Sandwell all the way down there, right?
Yeah.
Someone said Wolves 3.
Yeah.
Someone said Wolves 3.
I think I'd rather Bristol 3 at the minute.
I think I prefer Bristol 3. Right, so wait there. I'm gonna go. I think these move above Exiles. I think they move above Blitz at the minute. Okay, and then I think it's realistically that's what's changing. By the way, I think they could drop down as well.
Yeah.
Or Exiles better than Blitz? Or Exiles better than Blitz?
Well, I don't think so yet.
Okay, so that there is all we need to fix. So we've got 1 and 2 sorted. So all we need to find now is 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then the rest pick itself. Yes.
Yep.
Should we? I think we go Bristol.
Yeah, I like Bristol at 3.
I like Bristol at 3. Right. So who have Edinburgh played so far?
Edinburgh have played Sandwell.
Right.
And Merseyside. So they're 11 and 12, aren't they?
So yeah, they're 11 and 12, so they're low. But they had a better result against Sandwell. Drop us because we rip on kids. Sam, it's not affecting you. Someone saying Solent, Wolves, Phoenix. Yeah, I think that's the way it's got to go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Edinburgh had a better result. If we're going to compare it, Edinburgh had a better result against Merseyside at Merseyside than Tamworth did at Merseyside as well. So Edinburgh went Merseyside and won 44-0.
So, right, so now who's the better out of these two? Or who's better out of them two, should we say first?
Tamworth and Solent. I'd maybe still lean Tamworth for the time being.
Do you still think?
I'm just having a look back at Solent's results.
I can't keep Tamworth at 4 because Tamworth is better, right? I get that, right? Someone saying Bristol, Tamworth, Solent, Edinburgh, right? Nick's in 6. Win's a win, right? Maybe got some rotation in. I get that, right? But that's all I've got to go on, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we've got Titans at 2. Could have beat Phoenix, yeah.
So I'm having a look here, and so far I know it was 42-6, but Solent are actually the only team who've let the Olympian score this year.
So Solent are the only team that's let Olympians score.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. This is a nightmare, this, by the way. I don't know if I can move Wolves up that high.
No, I think no matter what the scores were, who they played does come into account. I'd maybe look to lean.
I can't, right? You know what it is? I'm being stupid because I've done it this way all the time.
Yep.
Their result against Merseyside was better.
Yeah, it was.
Right? Have Tamworth played Sandwell yet?
From North, I'm having a look. No, Tamworth have only played
Merseyside and Titans.
Do we have
I think Edinburgh's above them. I think Edinburgh's above them at the minute. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, better scoring then. I think I lost.
Someone's saying Solent 3, Wolves 4, Bristol 5. Solent are not above Bristol. You can't have Wolves below Tamworth. Yeah, I'm not putting Wolves below Tamworth. Bristol, Tamworth, Solent, Edinburgh, someone said.
See, Solent in the league table, Solent are higher than Bristol, but that's the luxury of having played one more game as well.
So do we stick Solent above them then?
See, Solent
they both played Warriors. What was the score against the Warriors?
Solent versus. Sorry, I'll have a look. Solent versus Olympians. Warriors. Solent versus Warriors was 44-3 to the Warriors. Bristol against Warriors was 34-17 to Warriors.
So Bristol have the better result.
A record against Warriors, yeah.
And what was the score when they both played Exiles? Have they played Exiles yet, both of them?
Bristol Exiles. No. Bristol have played Exiles and trying to find you. Yeah, Bristol have only played Exiles. Solent have played Blitz and Olympians.
I think Solent go below them.
Yeah.
You know what is? I'm tempted to do that.
Yeah, I think that's fair for the time being.
And then look, people are coming back to the both lost games. Yeah, but it's against the top team. Like Wolves undefeated to go 3. Oh, I hate when we do this, like, because we cave on one thing and we said yes, because the whole undefeated shit.
I think, yeah, it's.
I'm gonna fucking edit that Division 1. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that for the time being. Yeah, I'll change next week anyway.
It will. I want to get Sam Bloomfield's thoughts. Sam, if you're still there, what are you thinking? Wolves need to play some bigger teams to stay that high. Of course they do.
Yep.
Yeah, and then if Wolves lose, they're going to drop down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty big on the Wolves. Like that score is good. They're not allowed anything really. Like I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
As long as you drop the Titans, we're shredding top. Fucking hell, man. Right, okay. Drop the Titans. Just take the piss out toddlers away. Can I add in at the bottom another row? And then we'll put them with South Wales Warriors with that guy that just beats up like quarterbacks and beats up barmaids and stuff. We'll put them with the same person. Can we do that? I won't get shit now. I don't even care. Right. That's the list. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't care what you say. That's what I'm happy with. That's what we're sticking to. If you don't like it, there's another show that do a completely different version. I don't give a fuck which one is used. I don't even know why he's watching. But thanks very much for tuning in anyways. Next week, we will be back. We're not doing any predictions tonight because I want to go to bed. Stroke, play Warzone. Right.
Shall we give Mike one more bit of grief about how he's ill and I'm sat here with a broken leg doing it?
Yeah, oh yeah, we didn't even say that. Yeah, so Britballin Tubes here, by the way, in the game against DC Presidents, actually broke his leg.
Yeah.
And he's turned up and Mike's just got the shits. So, what's it saying? Shithouse, Mike.
Aye.
Absolute shithouse.
I'm still living about this comment about Huddersfield Uni the other day, so the other week. When
Yeah, it's a shithole.
One as well. I mean, it's got better.
Oh, we should have, shouldn't we? That would have been great. Can you imagine that? But his eyes just start rolling. What are you doing? Shitting. Right. thanks for joining me tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in on a Tuesday instead of a Monday. Thanks for listening to me and Britballin Tube, but mainly me, just talk shit all night. Someone wants to talk about the Scream. Flynn.
Yeah, it was a
shriek.
Bad. To be fair, if you said you heard the crack from the sidelines, so I think it's worth worth it.
Yeah, to be fair, we should actually post pictures of the cracked leg, and then show the broken. What was it, like a dislocated elbow as well that someone got? Like,
well, yeah,
it was Flynn. So Flynn, that's coming in. He's like smashed his elbow as well. So we've got 2 people sent to hospital that day. And
yeah,
go game, innit?
Aye.
But for everyone that wants to say something about the power rankings, if you could all just send an email to